Hey there, friend. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to age like fine wine, staying sharp, energetic, and full of life, while others struggle with aches, loneliness, or health scares? It's not just luck. The truth is, many of us unknowingly make choices that speed up aging instead of slowing it down. But here's the good news. You don't have to be one of them. Today, we're talking about the 5 deadly sins of aging, common mistakes that rob seniors of vitality, and exactly how to fix them. These aren't just my opinions. They're backed by doctors and research. So grab your tea, get comfortable, and let's start turning the tide on aging together. Let's start with the first deadly sin, isolation. Now, I get it. As we get older, friends move away, families get busy, and it's easy to slip into solitude. But here's the scary part. Loneliness isn't just a feeling. Studies show it's as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It weakens your immune system, clouds your mind, and even raises your risk of heart disease. My neighbor, Walter, lost his wife a few years back, and he told me, "I stopped answering the phone because I didn't want to bother anyone." But here's the twist. When he joined a weekly chess group at the community center, something magical happened. His mood lifted, his memory improved, and he started cracking jokes again. Connection isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. So, if you've been hiding at home, start small. Call an old friend, wave to a neighbor, or even chat with the cashier at the grocery store. Your body and soul will thank you. Now, the second deadly sin is one we often brush off: sitting too much. You might think, "I've earned the right to relax," and you have, but here's the catch. Sitting for hours isn't rest, it's rust. Your muscles weaken, your joints stiffen, and your balance fades, making falls more likely. My Aunt Edna used to say, "If I sit too long, I turn into a statue." She wasn't wrong. The fix: move throughout the day. Set a timer to stand every 30 minutes, stretch while watching TV, or march in place during commercial breaks. You don't need a gym, just gravity. Even fidgeting counts. My buddy Lou, who's 82, keeps a resistance band by his recliner. He does leg lifts during the weather report and says, "It's like giving my body a tune-up." Small movements add up to big protection against frailty. Now, isolation and sitting too much might seem harmless, but they're silent thieves, stealing your strength and joy, bit by bit. The great news: you hold the power to reverse them. Start today. Reach out to one person and find one way to move your body in a way that feels good. Tomorrow, we'll tackle 2 more sins that might surprise you, and I promise, the fixes are easier than you think. Let's talk about the third deadly sin, and this one's hiding in plain sight: eating like you're still 40. Now, I'm not here to shame anyone's snacks, but here's the truth. As we age, our bodies need less food, but more nutrients. Yet so many of us cling to old habits: big portions, sugary treats, or salty convenience meals. My brother-in-law, Jerry, used to joke, "I've eaten the same cereal for 50 years. Why change now?" But when his blood pressure skyrocketed, his doctor said those harmless daily crackers were loaded with hidden sodium. The fix: focus on quality, not quantity. Swap processed snacks for nuts or Greek yogurt. Add a rainbow of veggies to every meal, and drink water like it's your job. My friend Martha, at 76, started sprinkling chia seeds on her oatmeal and swapping soda for sparkling water with lemon. Within weeks, her energy doubled, and her arthritis pain eased up. You don't have to give up flavor, just upgrade it. Now, the fourth deadly sin is one we rarely talk about: letting your mind retire. Retirement doesn't mean your brain gets to clock out. In fact, studies show that seniors who stop challenging their minds are twice as likely to develop memory issues. But here's the fun part. Challenging your brain doesn't mean dusty textbooks or Sudoku. If you hate it, it's about curiosity. My Aunt Rose, at 88, started learning Spanish through a free app, just 10 minutes a day. She'll never be fluent, but she says, "It's like oiling a rusty hinge in my head." Even something as simple as taking a new route to the store, trying a recipe with unfamiliar spices, or debating politics with a friend can light up your neurons. The key: stay uncomfortably curious. If it feels a little frustrating, you're doing it right. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but change is hard. And you're right. But here's the secret. You don't have to overhaul everything overnight. Start with one meal. Try one new word in a different language. Small steps build momentum. Remember, aging isn't the enemy, complacency is. And every time you choose a veggie over a chip or a puzzle over passive TV, you're writing a different story for your future. These two sins, eating on autopilot and letting your mind stagnate, are like slow leaks in a tire. You might not notice them today, but over time, they'll leave you stranded. The good news? You've got the tools to patch them up. And in our final part, we'll tackle the fifth deadly sin, the one that's sneakier than all the others. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. All right, friend, we've saved the sneakiest and most dangerous sin for last. The fifth deadly sin of aging, ignoring your body's whispers. You know those little signs. The nagging knee pain you tough out, the shortness of breath you blame on getting older, or the forgetfulness you laugh off as senior moments. But here's the hard truth. Your body speaks to you long before it screams, and ignoring those whispers can lead to crises that steal your independence. Take my cousin, Diane. She brushed off fatigue and dizziness for months, chalking it up to stress. Turns out, her iron levels were dangerously low. A simple supplement and dietary tweaks got her back to gardening and babysitting her grandkids. The lesson? Be a detective, not a dismisser. Track changes in your energy, sleep, or mood. They're clues, not quirks. Keep a health journal, even if it's just sticky notes on the fridge, and never skip those checkups. Your future self will thank you. So, let's recap our 5 deadly sins. Isolation, sitting too much, eating like you're 40, letting your mind retire, and ignoring your body's whispers. But here's the beautiful part. Every one of these sins has a simple antidote: connection, movement, mindful eating, curiosity, and proactive care. You don't need a miracle, just small, consistent choices. Start with one. Maybe today, you'll swap that bag of chips for almonds and call a friend. Tomorrow, you'll try a new word puzzle or ask your doctor about that weird ache. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these sins resonated most? Share your stories in the comments. We're all in this together. And if this video helped you, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe. Let's build a community where aging isn't feared. It's embraced with wisdom, laughter, and a dash of rebellion, because growing older isn't about counting years. It's about making those years count.